Now from Florida, Republican Congressman Mike Waltz. Congressman, great to see you. Thanks for being here. It really is an insult to the American people. Sure. When you think of the consequences of this unprecedented disaster of a broken border that we have with the millions of migrants causing all kinds of economic problems, causing a tremendous transfer of drugs into the United States, causing an increased influence by the drug cartels, and they are distorting our law enforcement system tremendously as well. And to continue to kind of wink and blink and say that it's all kind of normal is just insulting.
Well, and just add to that list of horribles, how about that 30 to 40% of the young girls making that trip are sexually assaulted or sold into human trafficking? It's heartbreaking. But here's the thing. Just a few days ago, in front of the House DHS committee, Mayorkas continued the fiction that the border is completely secure. And then he shifts his story as he walks across the Capitol to the Senate. I don't know, maybe Facebook will label that as misinformation, right? But here's the thing. We have an issue here where the Secretary of DHS won't even admit to what the problem is, much less let us get to the point where we can start talking about solutions and root causes besides Kamala Harris's just throw billions at the problem. How about, I have some suggestions. How about we shift the 87,000 IRS agents to Border Patrol agents? How about when we talk about our factories and supply chains in China, how about we incentivize them, of course, to come to America? If that doesn't work, Central America. Or how about we stop kowtowing to Venezuela, where Maduro is literally pushing people out of his prisons across our borders. And as our entitlements go bankrupt in the United States, as our schools are strained, our infrastructure is strained, we just cannot have millions and millions of people pouring across the border. One last thing. He was tiptoeing into some truth that there is a migration and refugee crisis across the entire hemisphere. Yes. We are seeing it in Haiti. We are seeing it in Cuba. We just had Border Patrol agents get shot trying to stop smugglers off of Puerto Rico. So it's not just our southern border. This is a crisis on all of our borders, and this administration's doing nothing about it. They won't even say what it is. By the way, it's not the biggest part of all this, but it is illegal to lie to Congress. It's illegal to be in contempt of Congress. Just ask some Trump officials who are facing jail time for that. Why does he keep getting away with that? Well, he keeps getting away with it because the Democrats were, and at least for a few more days, still in charge of Congress. That's going to change come January 3rd, I promise you. So in other words, he will be forced to pay a price for lying for his lies to Congress? Well, I'd like to think so. I know Jim Jordan, as head of Judiciary, our future chairman of DHS, are going to call him, hold him accountable. Kevin McCarthy has told him to clear his calendar. And at the end of the day, if you're blatantly lying to Congress, we have whistleblowers coming out of the woodwork. I would not be surprised if you see a full investigation and a move towards impeachment. It is just that bad. It's been that devastating. This is a humanitarian crisis, the likes of which we've never seen. And it's one thing to disagree on the solutions, but to sit there and lie to the American people that the problem even exists is just something we can't continue to tolerate as a country. Congressman, we have some breaking news. I don't know if you've heard this, but the Attorney General is announcing that there is going to be a special counselor appointed to look into the whole Mar-a-Lago thing, whether or not the president stole documents, kept them too long, was in defiance of the courts, et cetera. I know it's kind of sandbagging of you to hit you with this breaking news, but what are your thoughts about this? Is he doing the right thing by appointing a special counsel? President Trump once said to me that if he declared today that he was no longer interested in running for president, all of this would stop. This is about politics. It's always been about politics from Russiagate and moving forward. And what's such a shame is that loss of trust in the special prosecutor has also occurred here because Mueller loaded up his team with so many Democrats, so many Clinton people, so many people that were tilted against Donald Trump, that there's no confidence that this one won't be the same. But it's no surprise. Now that President Trump's announced for president, they're going to put a permanent entity in place that can hang this cloud over him until 2024.
All right, Congressman, we've got to leave it at that. I hope your baby Army is doing great. By the way, I know his first birthday is coming up. I guess it's January 10th. So congratulations to you and your wife on that. We'll be right back. Stay with us.